Gentleman.
How are you, sir?
How are you, gentleman?
You look fresh.
Hey.
Yesterday, no jiggy jig. Show me pizza. Yesterday. Sula mando. Give me a salad. So, where dog? Picture of the truth. See you. Hey. Hey. Sulamando. Chao, soko kwa tese. Hizi ndo za mandogo. Hizo ni mandogo sasa unatoa. Mandiri. You know, there's a point. There's a kind of point. It says, Kenya, yani to a poor man, 1,000. So, to a poor man, but to a rich man, it's a deal. Deal is the one. What is what? Kasongo. That no music. I ordered already. Yeah. So, to a rich man, 1,000 is a kasongo. To a poor man, it's you said it's called? No. No, they can small thing. They what we do the media man. They're from Uganda. They're from South Africa. Kenyan player. Namibia. Kenya. Media also. Media and Kenya. Namibia media. Yeah. You see? We do it.
So, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I usually don't need just local things.
Don't explain this one. Don't know. You sit down and watch.
But now I'm thinking I play trash.
Let me tell you how to take a picture so that I don't disturb you when you're ready.
So when you organize, they come from this place. Who funds their meaning?
Now,
yes, I know.
We started. We can have sponsors. It's an open market. You can also become a sponsor. You can decide to sponsor a race. So you get two very good players. You just want to see action. You just want to see action. So just sponsor the race. Or even you have a company. You set your brand. You give them your t-shirts to wear. Then you sponsor the race. And it's aired.
We didn't tell you that guy. I told him he's living. He's comfortable.
Let me come close, or you can come closer, because the conversation might go for so long.
Oh my God! See,
Come here.
The guy is there now. Now he's begging. So we play this one. Now the guy is like, no, yes, I am. That guy, will play everything. Don't run. Oh my! Don't run, my friend. You just know. Here, you don't say. $10,000 you can get.
What if I abandon it? I know we yeah. Like the lady who trains
What are you talking about? Oh, you're not there. Let me tell you, this is my category. This is my category from breaking. I can even give you that now. I'm here. Even I told you I'm here. All my categories. No one can. Please. Sula Amos, that is my category. Sula Amos, you must make sure.
Me, I know one of the coming years. They will organize actually. Yeah, they'll see they have
Sula, DOGCITY, Amos, I want all that category. I make a call to Uganda.
Let's see. Yeah, let's see. You wait.
What does Mandala?
DOGCITY, they see that they will just watch. They're not allowed to. It will come. Yeah, it's like this. Yes, I told they organize like those ones of
So, can you hotspot 3 gadgets and then remain in the stable internet? 3 more. Because may have 3. The other alternative is to use my own phone, my Safaricom data for the YouTube stream, and then I hotspot it for the phone. Or I just do that one now.
My phone is capable of hotspotting up to 10 devices. And still be strong for me.
Which internet is it using? Which?
Safaricom.
But Safaricom, I also have Safaricom.
I do not buy the right data. What is happening?
I'm buying normal data. It was fine early in the day, then later in the night. Just did a lot of manyam.
And free.
Sasa kwa niaje na
Yes. Play. They're saying it's play. Play what?
Kenya, yes. Still an amateur. Mimi, they coaches me for free, but now I need to do it professionally.
Oi.
Sasa mimi nimefika Jumauli. Mbona nimekomplikia typing pia?
so that times like young kids and they're learning. So if you're committed, you can work out something. And the good thing is right now
Chobet,
Yeah.
that clip down there, the clip,
Mine or yours?
mine, it fell off. Thank you.
Big man, I hope I don't forget. What is the fate of my accommodation after tonight? Yeah,
Is a flexible man.
Remember that game we won against the City? The flag was here with this ball. Then we hit Yamua to remove the flag one to get the white. Remember that game? Aye. It was a killer game. DOGCITY, the flag was here with DOGCITY ball is here. Yeah, you got to like the game from black and you know what they say to you. Black and the space.
So do you have enough data? If you are to hotspot me.
I'll top up.
Okay, like if you want my pedal, that's where my sister.
Then you bring the gym. Does have some money.
Yes, it does.
Does have.
Yes, Yes, sir. Yes, please. I'm fine. How are you? Yeah. Well, we are starting shortly. 2000. Unless I speak. Ishmael first. DOGCITY first then Ibrahim. That's the order. That's 1,000 each. DOGCITY. Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, I have to. Before they start.
Yeah, the one who did. Yes, sir.
In fact, even those ones, the ones that already shared.
I see your intention on inputting only Mchana.
I consulted.
He told me.
I consulted.
He told me he let us know that for the interview.
You see, when I have put, but then I asked him, which people shall be used first? He said, his own page. Then later on he said his page is not active. But later on he came to tell me it's gonna be it's gonna be
Just 5 minutes.
streaming and you tenants will so I told you, do we change the poster? And I did change that water.
It's fine.
No, I'm only saying, for purposes of clarity, that I in fact did, I want to show you a poster that is saying that I should do this. Because I did one.
Sure, babe. You have my number, right? You have my address now. He was supposed to come. He's not coming anymore.
Hata mimi nataka kukua kwa hiyo picha. Next time. Unaona? Hata mimi nataka kukua kwa hiyo picha. Next time.
Imeenda.
Hata mimi nataka kwa hiyo picha. Acha nimalize kufanya code.
These guys are sponsored tokens. The tokens free. They're buying.
Acha nimalize. Anataka kibali sasa. Nimeweza tena nayo.
Kade na kedo. Dinya idore ti ate. Dinya idore. What that's it? Kanika.
Wabanga kama zembanga na.
Wetu sana kwa mnausonga.
Ayo msimaita bibi.
Yepo imwe problem bwa mabuli gym. Amazzi na soda. Nebo genda wa tewayi wo zakasanga kagula mitwalo. Yadde mitwalo eri.
Eri.
Watu mbusika kufanya wakati.
Sula. Bwaba kwata.
So when just so you have to step about no.
Simba. He said he's coming with the money.
So we take
But it's him to say. If he says yes,
as anyone. They are so called the state. Send it by one. Is that good? Hey. Go. Let us get this.
Big man. Umetokelezea? Huwezi miss.
Para Now we are seeing.
You have to. Gear. And you know what? It's just because of this thing. This jumble of thing. That's all.
So who called you?
Your daddy.
But I also have it on my live stream. See, look.
Oh!
I have it.
I mean, my God.
So is there enough?
What? Data, yeah. I have it.
My line which has the Safaricom number is now.
It's
I can't
engaged.
access.
Have this. That's good. What?
Yes, that's brilliant. What are the school games? I don't think so.
Sana street.
Pole.
What number?
My bad. So, it's like a lot.
Let me search it. Run, come. Let me put him here.
Does he have a mic?
They play.
The only thing I want to move is the ball. Let me just minimize usage of this phone and turn off my Wi-Fi. Now you should be able to access it right well. When I was doing signal testing, it was perfect. It will be perfect. So you can confirm now. It's too much.
Yeah, that's what makes it so.
Is it okay now? It's getting better. It should. Because the reason why it wasn't clear was because I had also turned on Wi-Fi. Yeah, now the Wi-Fi is off. Yeah. I guess that would right. So you will just be now not to charge you. Something wrong with the charging port. Just one. So you see, you can remote off sound.
No, is it? Is it? kalire kyokka nsobola streaminga nenda balayi
ate
ngate oba kitegeeza nti wemba wala kyokka ate nsobola okubeera ewaka nenteekako live nendabira ewaka kati sitegeera banza atategeera nga wenasira ku tiimu ate nembeera okwo nga ndi mugira bandisakubeeraawo nzibaseno ndabaseno ngenda bugenzi wano live score
kimala buli kimu
ningera okuba mukola mu buli wigiri nga
want to feature a man. shit. So you want to do? So you want to do? I'm not very interested. Microphone check. Testing sound. Microphone check. Testing sound. Testing mic. Microphone check. Sound check. Ishmael check. DOGCITY check.
Microphone check. Sound check. Ishmael check. DOGCITY check. Microphone check. Sound check. Check check. DOGCITY check. Sound check. Check check. DOGCITY check. Sound check. Mine.
Magnets pressing that button. No, it's because magnets. I think it's because of microphones being close to each other. It's the only way. See, when this one comes closer here, that's when you see. That's when you're here. Don't move out. Okay, still the sound.
This is the one. This one, not this one. Not this one.
Check. Sound check. Sound check.
Can I say it's okay?
I'm feeling like
Yeah, but little. For me, bearing. If it's little, I wouldn't want to stop the stream, then start it again.
can you talk when you
Yes.
feel weather?
When I talk, it's so little too.
Yeah,
For it to be an issue.
Don't mind the distraction.
A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard once again to Jamrock Restaurant for day 2 of 2. We are back for yet another day of bustling action of some of the finest players in their respective countries and perhaps on the entire African continent. Live streaming is on Facebook, Break and Finish Live, YouTube, Peter Chebe Live, as well as my channel, Paul Club, and all 3 streams when for the course of the match be sharing the same exact commentary being brought to you in audio and video by myself, Simon Peter Chebe, coming to you live from Jamlock Sports Bar and Restaurant alongside Mombasa Road, just by Rubis fuel station in the start, as at the outskirts of the city of Nairobi, now the county that is Machakos. Today is for rematching between DOGCITY, the Ugandan, on table, donning the black top and grey jeans, taking on Ishmael Mtetwa, the South African, donning the orange top, also donning shorts. These two are going to be racing to 21, so it's going to be all guns blazing for the next 3 hours at least, if this match is to go all the way. 4 frames have been played. We started off with a little bit of disturbance with the network, which was disturbing most especially the audio, but I now happen to be listening to all of them 3 streams and they look pretty flawless, both in terms of picture and audio quality. Watching from wherever you're watching, let us keep the videos liked, let us keep the match as interactive as it is. It's also expected to be the first match of the day, as DOGCITY's friend and international comrade Ibrahim Sejemba awaits to play with Ishmael for the same exact spot and race at the same exact venue, same exact table, right after the end of this one. Frame number 5, it is this one with Ishmael scratching on the break. And in the meantime, yesterday these two faced off in a match that ended in a decider with the agreement that should Dog City have won that match, the two would be rematching. And yes, it has been duly respected. That is why we are having this action now. But the fourth match overall between the two players, and I have to say that silently, a little bit silently, in comparison to other players like Ibra and Caesar, Dog City could be the Ugandan that has the best record of money match performance against South African players. He has beaten Ishmael now thrice. He has also beaten Pilar Mazambane thrice. This is his 7th meeting with South African players. Let's see how it goes. I did stream a match involving him and Pilar Mazambane 2 years ago at Michana Pub and Grill, racing to 15, won by Dog City. The rematch the following day, that is after the Grand Michana of 2023, again won by Dog City. The third was played at Billiards Cafe in Lusaka in 2024, also won by Dog City. One of his matches with Ish I didn't stream, but another I streamed that happened at Flintstones in Lusaka in Zambia. They raced to 13 then for $500 each. That was $1,000 pot, won by Dog City by 13 frames to 2. Then of course they played yesterday, who wasn't watching, when Dog City beat Ishmael by 21 frames to 20. Now they are rematching. Dog City is not only leading, he looks set to win a fourth by reverse dish, punishing Ishmael simply for scratching on the brake, and yet it is a miss. Welcome to the action. Welcome to pool. African style plus as Ishmael confirms the red was not frozen against the cushion and plays a very necessary snooker. You get a feeling, shouldn't Dog City come out of the angle? Shouldn't he find the black? Maybe play black only off the red to foul. In the process, he will most likely be losing the frame, because Ishmael will perhaps need simply to play the red away as a free shot and then perhaps take the frame away. He wants to play the cue ball of 3 cushions. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Finds the black. Almost got it sunk in what looks like a very well articulated and calculated move and knowledge of the angles of the table. Still 3 frames to 1. Still the Ugandan in the lead. Still racing to 21 against Ishmael. But there is space between black and the jaw of the corner pocket bottom left for Ishmael to pass his red. Direct or off the black, perhaps only off the black. Has to be careful. Off the black, displaces the black, pots the ball, and is going for victory. It will be a show of bravery, a show of might, a show of vengeance. Of course, Ishmael badly wants to beat Dog City. He can mean to be a real gambler, but again, the love for the win, because the young man from Kampala has beaten him thrice, and for a player of Ishmael's stature, 4 times is a little too much. He will not want to let this one slip away. He's not very happy with himself, especially given the position of the cue ball in comparison to the red at the top end of the table. Now wants to put the one close to the black first, to that same corner pocket where there is the black. Maybe making up his mind that it is not the right choice anyways. Contemplating in between the 2 shots which one he should be playing next. Now seems to decide to play the one which is portable easier, but cue ball manipulatable not easy whatsoever, and misses the pot. That one will go down as the second unforced error of the day from Ishmael, who is not playing anywhere near his best. He could be losing a 4th here. Likely for Dog City to cut it to the corner pocket bottom left. It's in. Where is the cue ball going? It's safe. Ishmael wins. Sorry, Ishmael loses the frame. 4 for Dog City and 1 for Ishmael in a race to 21. Rafael Mazinyi, thank you for watching. Namara Harris, thank you for being observant of the weight race more than the match itself. Let's say Gonga Khane uploading the match. Christopher Jimmy, you say game over, not so. And Alan Wins, also thank you for watching on the YouTube stream. If I can say hi to some of you that are watching on the Facebook stream, and not limited to Menega Eric, you're watching from Kigali in Rwanda. Clifford Bobby Hammer Jr., welcome to the stream. And where are you watching from? Truck Driver, you say that Ishmael is too small for Dog City. I don't agree with you whatsoever. Charlie Joe Victorious, you say you can't wait for Ibrahim Morait. And say Isaac Mati supporting Dog in the City. The Ugandan leads by 4 frames to 1, racing to 21. First time out of the day for Ishmael. When he does return, commentary shall resume. Thank you for watching. See you when Ishmael returns, and he returns.
Take my boots.
As for yesterday's edition of the match, Dog City started way faster. He took a 3-frame lead. He does command a 3-frame lead as I speak. He was on course to winning another until he seemingly may have gotten snookered, at least partially. Has very little, if any, sight of the red. Ishmael, we want to inspect. And yes, the two players agree that Dog City is snookered totally, and will be playing some math shot, a little cover of the cue ball around the black to find the red, hopefully put it. These ones he likes producing and does some magic in this country, Kenya, a few hundred kilometers away from where we are. Actually, I think 8 to 9 hours in the city. That was Kisumu at the Rack Attack Pool Tournament that was organized by Nafi's Kara, where he produced a math shot, which is one of the best that I've ever streamed. I think he was playing against Cornelius Keegan in the first round of that 64-man tournament, which had players from 4 countries. That comp was the last international tournament that Dog City has won up to present date. He beat Simon Nebola, the computer, in the final. How good can Ishmael respond? Of course, he needs to respond. The guy that is representing himself, but also representing two countries, both in the SADC region. Naturalized South African, of course, representing South Africa, has won many titles for South Africa, including the 2014 African Championships. But he was born in Bulawayo. He is Ndebele. But as a kid, he moved to Johannesburg and grew up as a resident of Jersey. He learned how to play the sport in South Africa. He's now holding a South African passport. He is proudly South African, and is seemingly winning the very first out of the last four. We'll be putting black now to the corner pocket bottom right to record the figure 2 on the left side of the scoreboard. And yes, he does. Ishmael Mtetwa 2 and Rashid Wagaba 1. Sorry, Rashid Wagaba 4. And now I know that Naf is watching. Must be in Kisumu. So Naf, the Ugandan pool fraternity have a little complaint. They say you are Ugandan, you are not Kenyan, and on that you have a case to answer. The guy speaks Kiganda language more fluent than Swahili. Of course, he learned how to play the game in Uganda. He played for the team that is Capital Knight. Teammates then with the Ibra Sejemba. Don't take this clearance serious, guys. It's time out for Dog City, but he is returning. He leads by 4 frames to 2. So, from where you're watching, what do you think has to happen to you to lose $1,000? It can be cash, it could be in property. For these pro pool players to lose $1,000, it is just about failing to win 21 frames before your opponent does. What can you do to gain $1,000? How hard will you work? For these players, it is about winning a match in a race to 21, and both have agreed to have their version of the stake, that is $1,000 each, and they handed it to a guy called Sula Matovu. Big friends with both, a Ugandan but resident in Nairobi, just as Ishmael. It was always going to be very likely that those two will become friends. They became renowned players at exactly just around the same time, and they have pretty much the same exact hobbies. Tricky looking yellows frame, but Dog City knows only one way how to play. The little problem he got was he bigly played yellow off red, of course intending to displace the red, but it was played into 2 of his yellows and rendering them dead balls. He may want to cut another yellow to the side pocket on the right, then play the cue ball into the pile up of yellows and reds, perhaps to split the yellows open He played the cue ball into the yellows, but didn't do the important thing, that is portable for Ishmael. He will not be so happy with the resting position of the cue ball so close to one of his reds, and plays defense, but not defensive enough. Of course, he's counting on the fact that there is a yellow that is in between the three reds at the top end of the table. As Dog City contemplates a clearance, that yellow will be his problem ball. He really knows how to play a ball on target. Of the two players, at least for the start of the match, he is starting off as the more confident player, most especially looking at his attacking play in comparison to his opponents. And the news which may not be so good for the lovers of the game is that Roy Kabwe, the Zambian who was expected to come and join Ishmael on the tour, take on the two Ugandans as well, we've been informed, has opted out of the tour, so he's not coming here. It is just about a 50-minute flight from Dar es Salaam to here, but he's opted out, instead choosing to play money matches against other players in Tanzania, most especially Abdallah Hussein, who has all the reason to compete, having lost in 2 matches $2,000 to another Ugandan player in Joseph Kasozi, who, by the way, yesterday evening was beaten by Amadeus by, I think it was 17 frames to 16 in a race to 17 for $2,000. Dog City, yes, has light sight of the red. And yes, the umpire has to be very careful here, but we are fortunate to have video evidence to refer to. Dog City is supposed to play either yellow first or hit both yellow and red at the same time. If he plays red first, it is a foul. He plays yellow, of course, goes for the bank and gets it wrong. I want to think that he probably chickened out of a safer shot, that there was space enough in between yellow and red for him to play yellow first and then cut it towards the corner pocket top left. He may have fallen into Ishmael's trap. These ones, Ishmael normally wins 4 frames to 2. The Ugandan is in the lead in this race to 21. Keep me company, guys. After this, we shall then have Ishmael taking on Ibra Sejemba. He's the kind of player who never does let go, but for frame number 7, he seems to be letting go. Only once or twice in this match have we seen him play the kind of game he can. Outside of that, we are seeing failures in his clearances as well as scratches on the break, and yet he's taking on a very determined guy to beat him for the 4th time. Rashid Wagaba 5 and Ishmael Mtetwa 2. It's a lot of respect that these guys have for each other. When it's an official money match, but it doesn't stop it from being gambling. So many times the rules could be relaxed a little bit. They are supposed to have time out every after 10 frames, but already we have only played 7, and yet we have already had 2 timeouts, 1 for each player. A lot of respect for each other. And they have already played 3 close matches, very close. Sorry, 2 very close matches. One of them wasn't close at all. That 13-2 that Dog City humiliated Ish at Flintstones in Zambia. But Ish's record against Ugandan players is relatively good. I can say he also did have a match against Joseph Kasozi at Billiards Cafe in Lusaka in 2024, racing to 16 for $1,000 US. He won by 16 frames to 12. He also had a money match against Kayanja at Club Timbakso in Eldoret in Kenya. All those ones I remember streaming. That one was a race to 15. Ishmael winning. So he raced to 16. He won by 16 frames again to 12. He was also the first player ever from any country, in particular from South Africa, to make a tour of Uganda in 2015 when he was reigning African champion. He played against all of Uganda's better players. He was able to clean the country relatively well, but on the day that he played a match with Hazard, he lost a curtain raiser to Ibra Sejemba, then lost to Hazard as well, but was successful against others of Uganda's top players. Sola Matovu, Joker, that is Turije Jonah, Geoffrey Setumba, we call him Fire. Amos, whom he beat in Nairobi. Then the two players, amongst others, traveled to Billiards Cafe in Lusaka in Zambia for the very first edition of the Billiards Cafe Double Elimination Classic that was sponsored by the Honorable Matthew Ngulube. Just before the start of the tournament, Ish did have a money match against Ibrahim Sejemba, the only one that the two have played, and it was won by the Ugandan. So it's a mixed string of results, including victories and losses involving Ish and Ugandan players. I was just having a little discussion with him before the start of this race when he was having lunch. He does love his mbuzi. Every time I see him eating, it is mbuzi. That is how they call goat meat in most, if not all, of the Bantu languages. And he said he wants one time to have a tournament that has players like him, those who had their best days in between 2014 to just around 2020, and gave me so many names, many of them Ugandan, some Zambians, some South Africans. Says he wants to have that match. He also told Sula Matov that I could, in my best days, I could head start you. When we were Uganda's best player, I was South Africa's best player. I was able to head start you. Both of them are past our best, but I can still head start you up to now. And Sula said, go home, you can't. But this one is not a head starting match. It is starting pretty even. It could be won by DOGCITY. The Ugandan is not only enjoying a 3-frame lead, he could increase his lead to 4. And the tally is going clearly higher. He's starting off as the more confident player, the more ready player. It looks like he had a better night of sleep. He also arrived at the venue early. He looks more prepared, more determined, maybe more hungry for the money, but that is only a good start. The day is so long, the race to 21 is so long, but at least for the start, the Ugandan is showing all signs that he's not here to be walking over. Ishmael 2 and DOGCITY 6 and race to 21. Unruly, you say Ish has started poorly. Hope he can pick up in the later stages. Yes, that's how long races are. everybody has a time when they win consecutive races. It is Dog City's time to dance now. Hoping for the best for Ishmael as the match grows older. I'm actually very sure he will get his time to win a series of consecutive matches. I'm not so sure it will be consecutive enough to get him the win. But like I always say, it is not for no reason that he is nicknamed the Die Hard. And most times when he does play, even yesterday, even in defeat, you saw the die-hard instincts of the Zim South African Mashango Kudzo. You say Ishmael knows how to play. Go away. And Polot Joel, you say the dog is hunting. Katerega Jamil, appreciating the good work, thank you very much. Agaba Patson, you said Dog City is on this one, and Brian Colgate, you said that it's a poor breaking by Ishmael, should be taken good advantage of by Dog City. Masasi Zimeda, you said the composure and the accuracy of Dog City today is being unmatched, and you say that Ishmael may not survive again. Let's see how it goes. Enyao Nicodemus, you're asking where Joker did go. One of the greatest Ugandans ever to touch a acoustic. He's okay. He's living in Kampala. The last comp I streamed prior to today, he was even registered to participate, but he did not because he gave me a call early in the morning saying that he was not feeling well enough. This is a good chance he could even be watching this one. Anyways, he got Tiger. Thank you for watching on the Facebook stream. You're supporting the dog in the city of Lusaka, Zambia. Of course, the Zambians, I guess, could be supporting Dog City. He has lived in Zambia for 2 years. He speaks Kinyanja language fluently. The People's Choice, you appreciate. Thank you for watching again on the Facebook stream, as is Anthony Egesa. You said Dog City made to walk for over 10 kilometers, or sorry, probably to watch him Majin Ngoma. You say if Die Hard continues playing like this, he shouldn't even bother to play against Ibra. Guys, things don't exactly work out like that. A bad performance against one player doesn't mean that the same player will lose another match or will perform equally badly against another. I'm now remembering another match where Ishmael was beaten by a Ugandan, that is Ian Kazibwe, last year at Q Masters in Dar es Salaam, racing to 15 for $1,000 US. That one ended 15 frames to 10. How good can Dog City come on this one? Look at the two yellows. He wants to play one into the other. Put one of them, maybe play diagonally, one of them to the corner pocket bottom left, then the cue ball into the would be bad yellow, perhaps the black. He is on target. He was so ambitious, and he could be punished here. Of course, it was always safer to play yellow into another. Ishmael will. Alright, now it makes sense actually. The shot Ishmael has just played was offensive but defensive in another way, just in case he would have missed the target. He's leaving the cue ball somewhere not so favorable. Dog City intent again on potting diagonal to the corner pocket bottom left where there is the black, plays the cue ball into the red, but will not be on target and not whatsoever. Every step of the way, this frame looks an Ishmael frame. For the red that is close to the white, if he's to play it now, maybe play it to the corner pocket where there is the black, but particularly play the red off the black to make an opening for the black. He's not wearing a very confident body. A more confident Ishmael would pot red off black, then go for the frame once. But again, because of the way stuff have been going for him in the match so far, you wouldn't blame him for being a little more patient. After all, patience pains, but most of the times it pays. As Dog City goes for the corner pocket top right, where there is Ishmael's red. Off the red, cue ball into the black. Black will go in. Dog City escapes. But for how long? Yes, about anywhere between 25 to 30 people, most especially besides me watching this match at the venue. They were actually asking both players and management, those who were watching in a few hundreds yesterday evening, that the matches start at about 7 p.m. such that everybody returns from work and finds all of the action in the two matches. And then the players decided otherwise. It also makes sense not to have live streaming up to about 2 to 3 a.m. It's always my wish that live streams end just about 10 or maybe latest 11 p.m. just for the sake of being orderly and for players to rest well before action sometimes the following day. Benedict Blessings Matala, thank you for watching on Facebook stream, and Lucius Bailey on Facebook. Anelem Kize was that I had you supporting Ishmael and Oscar Banks. You say that Ishmael can't get close to Ibra Sejemba. You say it will be money wasted, and I'm not agreeing with you whatsoever. Patson Katerega, you are waving the Ugandan flag, definitely supporting Dog City Wycliffe. Kiplagat asking about the rest of the match, and Cliff, it is rest to 21, the whole of a maximum of 41 frames to play if we are to take it all the way. And yes, was for Jamil. Also, thank you for watching on the YouTube stream, as it's Tabo Motlang nowadays migrating from Facebook to YouTube. Okay, Alex Mwafulira, you say the way Ishmael plays, he needs to not to play with Ibra. No, he will play and he can win. I don't know what will be the outcome, but he can win irrespective of whether he beats Dog City or not. He can win against any other player. The only one that he surrendered to is Aiden. Here he is. That is the closest the cue ball can be to the red. Now simply needing to put the red. That is the Ishmael stroke. And we'll be rolling black right against the rail to the corner pocket bottom right for him to record a third out of 9. And there it's in. Ishmael 3, Dog City 6.
Kwani bado hujatokea? Kwani ulikuwa umesimama?
Mai Kiswahili sio mingi, Mai Kiswahili kidogo sana ya kupata chakula yote. Yeah, all the time online, all the time.
Sawa. Gimana?
Sasa wanakuja kusema tumeangusha tutume. Hivyo ndio wanasema. Sasa mwambie, nenda mwambie ili wajue nimemwambia akikata ile moja mimi nakuja kupata msaada. Hivyo ndio nimemwambia. Sasa ongea na yeye au wewe ndio. Wewe ndio ndio. Unajua yeye amesema mimi najua yeye ndiye amesema. Sasa kwa sababu akistabie
we remain to see if the lessened gap could be the start of the comeback from Ishmael. It is just 3 frames. Those ones he can win in a row against any player. In terms of achievements on the African continent, the 2 players don't at all belong to the same sentence whatsoever. Ishmael, having moved all around the place, he has participated in the World Black Ball Championships in the United Kingdom. He also plays Heibo, and 9-ball plays snooker. He's former South African champion as well as former African champion from 2014. In these major African comps, at the time he participated and performed relatively well, to my memory, was Billiards Cafe Classic in Lusaka in 2024. It was himself and 3 other South Africans in the semi-finals. The winner, Aiden, and then 2 lives. It was Aiden, then Mzamo, and then Mandy, and then Ish, sharing the first and second live finals in the most South African dominated event in the recent African history. Now this frame has glimpses of him at his very best. He may now need to play the cue ball into the black. I'm not so certain black is possible if he's to play it normal. Maybe he is realizing it can pass to the corner pocket top left, where there is a little bit of DOGCITY's red. I'm not even certain Ish played the safest shot. He can't justify himself. Yes, he does. That one is won quite quickly, and just like that, we are into the first quarter that is done of the match. You can see how close it was about 10 minutes ago, if not 15. DOGCITY was having a 4-frame lead. The following 15 minutes, the lead is cut to 2. 10 frames played, Uganda 6 and South Africa 4. Big break this one is. It is unfortunately dry. The break can mean to be a very powerful way to win not just frames but also matches. It can be the difference between victory and defeat. Experience definitely gives this match to Ish, who when he became African champion, DOGCITY was only learning how to play. Loitering around the streets of Kampala at just about the age of 10 to 11, he was already a player, coming from school, playing on the pool tables, and then being moved around the city to play games against whoever was winning. His first manager, Masiani, and then called him the dog in the city, reminiscent of him being a move around the place like a stray dog looking for customers. Then named him the city dog, but made it more fancy, naming it from behind the DOGCITY. But in terms of quality, the two players can match each other almost perfectly, with almost equal ability to finish a frame with all the skill. DOGCITY sometimes looks a little more fresh, and in my opinion, he came a little more prepared for this match. It showed when we were playing the first 3, 4, 5 frames. Now it is starting to look like Ishmael is getting back into his groove. Otherwise, for this ongoing frame, he was a little unfortunate just on the break that he could be losing the frame, and could be losing it now, especially depending on how good the shot DOGCITY is playing will be. Pot red to the corner pocket top right, little top spin of the cue ball, big miss by DOGCITY, big opportunity by Ish yet again to win another frame, come within one of DOGCITY. There we are. Pretty open yellows frame, just not to consider the yellow that is at the top end of the table, almost frozen against the cushion. Count that out and have a very neatly finishable frame by Mtetwa. Thank you, Vincent, for reminding us to like the video. Abias Mahomza and Mason Lucy. You want Ish to play middle pocket now? You wanted DOGCITY to play the middle pocket first? I think what you're suggesting makes a lot of sense. And by the fact that he failed to make the clearance, definitely his pattern may not have gotten any right, but Ishmael's pattern isn't right either. At one point, when you think Ishmael is getting his groove, that is getting his A game on, then you see this. And some of the times when he has been missing balls, he gifts the cue ball away. This cue ball is natural not only for DOGCITY to put 100, but also manipulate cue ball for yet another. He has played using a little too much power. He can recover by putting the one red remaining on the table. A simple roll will give him natural white to put black to the corner pocket bottom left, but he's going for big shot with big power, big backspin, maybe off the left cushion into pretty much perfect position. Could take black to the corner pocket top right or side pocket on the right, seemingly going now for the corner pocket where he potted the previous red and sinks the black. Instead, it is a miss, and a very big miss, in frame number 11, which has been played at the poorest level from both players of all. Ishmael is already gearing himself up, saying, "Come on, Ishmael," wanting to use these opportunities, which don't come all the time. When you are about to lose a frame, then you put yourself on the verges of winning the same frame. He's going for it. He's going for gold. Also tempting for him to play some kind of safety, which will be understandable. He could play snooker, he could play bank on any other day. The best gambling shot could be just to hide the cue ball behind one of the yellows and snooker Dog City. The black frozen against the cushion, but again, don't make it easy for him even to have any sight of it. But Ishmael doesn't want to know. His intent and going for the frame and going for it now. Here comes the South African. His idea is to put the yellow that is close to the black first, but cue ball is so close to the cushion for him to play that shot with ease. He has to change his mind, has to put the one that is close to the corner pocket bottom right, then bounce the cue ball off 2 or 3 cushions, move the white back pretty much to just around the same area it is, but not close to the cushion. Like the natural movement of white, if he plays the yellow close to the right corner pocket at the bottom, moves towards the bottom corner pocket all the way leftwards. As now he changes his mind, he could as well choose to play the cue ball into the black. That could be so ambitious. I don't know what is happening. There are so many misses in this frame from both of the players. You get a feeling Dog City is playing a ball in this frame for the last time. He's choosing to go the arrogant way, try to play the black off the cushion. That is so almost unthinkable. Of course it is possible, but how many times out of 10 will you produce a shot with that kind of accuracy? He has to try a very sharp cut on the left, try put black to the corner pocket bottom right, but it has to be a very sharp cut. He misses the cut and puts the cue ball. Scratch by Dog City. Advantage Ishmael. He will set the black for a free shot and then hopefully put the 2 yellows, win the frame, and come within one of Dog City for the very first time since frame number 1. By simply putting the yellow ball he's looking at, you will assume him a winner of the frame, and he does, and the rest is a formality. Ishmael Mtetwa 5 and Rashid Wagaba 6. Now the Ugandan must make sure that he gets this pattern right this time round. He had 2 failures that saw him lose the last 2. If he doesn't win this one, then Ishmael will be equalizing. Jamlock Sports Arena, our location. A race to 21 the event, $2,000 the pot. Ishmael Mtetwa and Rashid Wagaba the opponents, Uganda and South Africa, the respective countries of the players' representation in a match that is being played at a level good enough. With only 11 frames played, you can see the brilliances and the mistakes and the nervousness of both of the players. How good will the cue ball be? With assumption Dog City is spotting the red. Cue ball off to cushions. It looks okay. There is sight of the black, portable to the corner pocket, bottom right, bottom left for Dog City to record a first out of 3, and yes, he does. Rashid Wagaba 7 and Ishmael Mtetwa 5 after 12 frames played. Combined both on Facebook and YouTube. We're now streaming to 1,500 people enjoying the action. Thank you very much, Africa. Sibosiso Dlamini. Thank you for watching on the Facebook stream. Simba Rashid Angonda. You're asking who is claiming that Dog City can beat Maluva? Well. How many money matches have we had between the two? 2 money matches, both of them races to 21, both of them won by deciders, both in Kampala in Uganda, one of them winning, each one of them winning 1 apiece at the venue that is called Dice Lounge. Those were live. I think that was 2024. Daxon Chundu in Zambia. Thank you for watching on the Facebook stream. And Jonathan, you were asking what happened the last time they played in UG. I think I have answered that one. Fishy, you were saying Ishmael was once there in Mashingo for a tournament that was won by Eshka. Hopefully you are not referring to the one that was organized last in Mashingo, which was won by Eshka, where I was for some streaming. There was no Ishmael, maybe perhaps 2024. Hope Franklin, thank you for watching. And Hassan Hamandwana, you are pulling Maluva's leg. Maluva is a top guy, he will beat your player. Stop joking. Milton Soke, thank you for watching. And Chiswell Mashele, you say Mandy Mente can kill this Dog City any day, anywhere. Mandy is a top player. It's just that he doesn't play money matches most of the time, but quite a decent tournament player. He was in the semi-finals at Billiards Cafe in Lusaka 2024, then reached the quarterfinals at Q Masters in Dar es Salaam last year 2025. Since then, he's been missing in action, most especially in the singles. Nikki DJ, you're asking where Caesar is. Caesar is home, but is planning ahead for the European Ultimate Pool Championships, where he should be traveling to the Bolton in the United Kingdom in maybe the next 10 days or so, pending confirmation of dates. Apiwe Morena, thank you for watching. And Marol Chikondo Virus, you say Maluva can beat any big South African player. I love the beef between the Zims and the South Africans, the SADC beef. Paul Billiards, you say Ishmael started down yesterday, same as today. All right, let's see how good it goes. And Titus Odiambo is asking if Fikoti can land in Kenya now that the Zims misbehaved.
Sula Matov.
Tobat Nasib, thank you for watching on Facebook. Ringo Pool Arena. You guys, why are you disturbing my Maluva? Top CDQ Sports, you say Ish shouldn't play with Ibra today. Why not? Ish doesn't get exhausted. He can play from now up to 4 a.m. East African time. As long as you give him a break to eat some mbuzi, he will be good to go. Just as he's good to go to win this one. Or no. Sometimes these guys have been playing well, sometimes not so well enough. That is about the fourth time from each of the players that a very unexpected ball is missed. And should Ishmael lose this frame, should it be a very narrow defeat, he will have moments like those to look back and ponder with all of the mighty experience of the former African champion in a match with $2,000 at stake. That one should never ever have been missed. And today, whoever wins, I will have to take a photo of them with their money, such that you guys can admire. I'm kidding. Abashitina, you say Malova is not good. He's good as a human being and as a player. Actually, very good. I spent with him 2 weeks, and he was such a big vibe. That's when he visited Uganda. Sfiso Sindani, you say you are always watching Break and Finish. Thank you for watching. And you say you are supporting Ishmael. I wish you good luck, my brother. So I wish Ishmael good luck. How good will this shot be? How good will this be a clearance? How good will Dog City play? It has moved just a little too much. He will have to need some kind of recovery. Pot red to the corner pocket, bottom left, then bounce the cue ball off the right cushion and move it again leftwards. It as well needs a little bit of spin on it. Guide it to the right direction, not play it into the black. Guide it off right cushion and then leftwards. Just like that. The rest is a formality. He is already celebrating a 3-frame cushion that was so close. Finally, the dog in the city has stolen the frame from Ishmael, who in the background is shaking his head in disbelief of what really might have been. 13 frames played. Rashid Wagaba 8 and Ishmael Mtetwa 5. And you say you will ask for 6 head start in a rest to 21 if Dog City, you say, comes to Zarebas. And the only player whom Dog City will head start with +6 rest to 21 is Nyaope. So Nyaope, if you are watching, Dog City will give you +6 to 21, such that if you win, you dance for us. What is one of the most famous celebrations in winning? Of course, after the one by Pila Mazambani. The player that could come to Zarebas on a serious note from Uganda could be Ibra, maybe Ian, maybe Kasozi. I'm looking at those 3. But then in the month of May there is a comp for teams that is being, it is having, apart from people like Francis Mkwekwe, Aiden Joseph is part of the organizing committee, and his team, the Ghost Nation, will be registering, so it will be a team event. And a team, some players from Uganda will be participating, of course Kasoza with the Q Masters, and then the team from Nigeria, that is Big Kells, it will be having Ian, officially signed by Big Kells as a player, Ian Kazibwe, and then who else? Ibra Sejemba is not a big Kells player, but he will play with big Kells just for that competition. And then DOGCITY himself. And what I know is that after this, they will be starting application for South Africa visa for that one. So South Africa, these guys are coming. And just in case, normally when they meet, even when they don't meet for singles, there is huge expectation of action. Milton Soke, I believe that you are now sorted. Lawson, you are watching from Warzone, Qatar. Thank you for the stream, for streaming, and I hope you are safe. Proud Billiards, you are asking why Kenyans are afraid of Ishmael. By the way, Ishmael is a quality player, just that he's not playing so well in these 2 races so far. He doesn't have real opposition here. Guys very rarely play against him. That's why in the previous week he played 2 races against Gente. But now Gente is not in Kenya. He can have the Ugandans to give him the competition that he really needs. That is whether he wins or loses. Every player needs one another, because you need your opponent as opposition to beat. If you don't have someone to play against, then you are not a player yourself. You need each other. That's why while they are competitors off the table, these guys are friends most of the time, but with different bonds. Of the Ugandan players, Ishmael is friendly mostly to Sula, of course he's resident here. And then DOGCITY, that one is quite social. And then Amos, actually Amos way before DOGCITY. Evan Senior, you say Ish is in trouble. You say if he's struggling with DOGCITY, you're asking what about Ibra? By the way, Ibra has arrived at the venue and is choosing to watch the match from my commentary booth. Bismarck Moyo, also thank you for watching on the Facebook stream. And Brian Kurgat on the YouTube stream, you think it's going to be 5-9 in the next minute or so. Let's see how good your prediction will turn out. And Professor Bonaparte, you are calling DOGCITY the Minister of Entertainment, and you are asking him to make sure. I agree with you, he's a very entertaining player. Saz Major, you say it took so long without mentioning Francis. Leave the guy alone, eh? Patan Wosu, you want me to interview Sulamatuvu because you want his opinion on the match. Sula has just briefly walked away from the venue. For whatever reason, while here he's at home. Now there is a very tempting shot for DOGCITY. Combination shot, play yellow into red, put both yellow and red to the same corner pocket bottom left. If he gets the shot right, there is every reason to believe that he will be winning the frame in the current visit of the table. But it is a little too risky, most especially if there are other choices of shots to go for. You may want to draw the cue ball backwards into the red, close to his hands, as spots yellow to the corner pocket top right. Cue ball backwards, misses the red. Now he may have to contemplate the shot he was trying to avoid and try and play it with a little more difficulty now because of the distance between white and the 2 yellows behind the red. But also there is a yellow near the side pocket on the right which has red in front of it. He may want to play Ishmael's red dead. Maybe he may want to play snooker. For once, DOGCITY is playing safety. I don't think it is a very safe option, because should Ishmael find a way of putting the red packed at the corner pocket, then he will be good for the victory. He has a little sight of the red near the side pocket and plays as little as he can see. It moves the cue ball as far away from the yellows as he can, of course, to make it difficult, if not unlikely, for DOGCITY to play his intended combination shot. DOGCITY will be playing again yellow closer to red with intent on snookering both of Ishmael's reds and does so quite well. Just that now, should Ishmael find one of the reds, the option of DOGCITY playing combination shot given the position of the yellows is almost inexistent. Snookered is Ishmael. In agreement is DOGCITY, having now to play red, but play it off the cushion, off the top cushion into the red, maybe off black to put red to the side pocket on the right, off cushion into the red, almost spotted the cue ball, but survives. Now, even DOGCITY being DOGCITY, he's in trouble for this frame, and they will want perhaps to play another safety, another chance given to Ishmael to play will most likely be a chance for Ishmael to win the frame. 13 frames down, 8 frames to 5, the Ugandan leading. Coming live next, dear viewers, is going to be Ibrahim Sejishemba versus Ishmael Mteto, racing to 21 for again $2,000. Whatever DOGCITY is thinking, maybe play the yellow close to the cue ball, closer to the other yellow, maybe lock Ishmael's red up, make it impossible for him to put in the direct shot. He goes for power, and with defense draws the cue ball backwards. There we go. And for as long as Ishmael keeps finding the angle, you get a feeling DOGCITY's snookers may count for nothing. Still, I think it is a frame having Ish in control. The red that is near the side pocket on the right has a relatively very easy angle for Ishmael to find off the cushion. Of course, finds the red, and DOGCITY again lucky. After finding the red, Ishmael scratched, but that risk was always there given the position of the red. He should have played off two cushions, that is off the top cushion into the right cushion first before finding red. In that kind of movement, the cue ball would be safe. There we go. It could be a 2-frame cushion for the second time in the match. Sorry, a 4-frame cushion. It was the case when DOGCITY led after 5 frames by 4 frames to 1. It could return this time round after 14 frames, as the dog in the city will be potting black to one of the corner pockets, top right or top left, most likely the top right, as long as Ishmael's red doesn't affect the movement of the black. He will, however, choose the top left cushion because of the presence of the red at the top right end of the table. He goes top left. He needs the right cut of the black. He's not confident for whatever reason. Should be easy. Potting balls is his business after all. Of course, the ball has some there we go. A right cut on the black ball moves the same ball leftwards for what will be a 4-frame lead. It was always going in. DOGCITY 9 and Ishmael 5. Hopefully, and from an Ishmael perspective, he does resume a winning sequence. Of course, it's still a lot of pool to play, not just today, but even during this ongoing match. But when you're Ishmael, you don't want Dog City to take a 5-frame lead. Of course, Dog City took a big lead yesterday. Ishmael blew it away and led himself and led with a number of frames. And then Dog City came back from 7 frames down, a scoreline that was, I think, 16 frames to 9, and won by 21 frames to 19 in an end to the match that saw Dog City pretty much playing against himself. As much as frame number 15 is seeing Ishmael playing just on his own. Another apple from the South African, who is on the verge of sinking the black to the side pocket on the left to gain a 6, and there he does. 6 for Ish, 9 for Dog City, raised to 21. Ian Jaido, thank you for watching. Must be in Zimbabwe you like it when I commented because of the history of players. Thank you for watching. And Tiali Sombani on Facebook, you said the network is boring. Well, I'm watching the Facebook stream, it looks okay. Maybe it is on your side, my brother. Sia King Oza Ish supporting Ishmael, thank you for watching. Rhythm Flambwani also supporting Ish on the Facebook stream. Nashville on YouTube, thank you for watching, just as is Kondwani Kachali. 4 frames up. You say they were loading. Kondwani, it is just 3 frames with which Dog City leads after 15 on the day. It is timeout. Dog City, Ishmael 6 and Dog City 9. Is he an angel?
He's an international case. This is a no-brainer. It's easy money for you. 10,000 Kenya shillings.
Nobody can give you that kind.
You have breaks once. If I miss one, right, the game is over. Like if I miss one punch, the game is over.
I don't know.
Listen, Joe. He breaks again. It's break and run. I'm already 2 down. I miss one pocket. Game is over. Sure.
So you're just talking. He's dead.
If does break and run, and if I miss a pocket, if I just try to make an attempt, I miss, that frame is done. That is like walking.
We'll give you 3 to 7.
3 unless he plays with the left hand with no bridge. He's too good at playing. If you beat Caesar, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Someone who beat Caesar in the same comp, double life, last week, what am I supposed to do? That's imagine. And that is imagine, that is not a feeling, which means the pressure is still there, and he still performs. And then you can say that funny kid. But if I come to Uganda, you will show me places. This is cheap ones. Yeah, you're an expert. For drinks, are you looking drinks? And you never drink. I've never seen you drink. The first time we met was in China. I don't know in Tibon. The first time, I know you can't remember. You meet me. But even then, you don't take up. Even when yes. And I was with this guy and the other. Yes. But you don't take alcohol.
Now I'm still saying yes.
From wherever you're enjoying this action, dear viewers, thank you so much for always following these players everywhere they go. Now they are pretty much part of your pool life, and yes, watching pool has become one of the ways to go for many African countries. Almost the entirety of the SADC region, from Zimbabwe, Zambia, South Africa, Lesotho, Malawi, Eswatini, Namibia, always watching. Then the East African countries, Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda, a little bit of Rwanda, also a little bit of Ethiopia nowadays, always watching. And also nowadays West Africa is coming into the play from in between Ghana and Nigeria, always watching. A few places in the Middle East, they are falling in love with African pool nowadays, in Qatar as well as Dubai. The Emirates are in love. Someone sometime showed me a game that we were streaming from here, and it was being watched on giant screen in Dubai, and it was in a small comp in Kampala. Those that are played on a weekly basis. Ishmael could bring himself within one of DOGCITY. He has this stroke which sometimes bails him out when cue ball is not good enough. Like you can see, not only has he gotten to pot the red, he has also played the cue ball as close can be. Now needs to play red with top spin, bounce the cue ball off the right cushion, but with the left spin off the right cushion, left spin on it. Looks perfect, looks brilliant, looks okay. He has been down for most of the match. The die-hard, with any stretch of imagination, is not out whatsoever. Oh no, sometimes some of his misses are unbelievable, to say the very least. After playing so well throughout the course of the frame, he gets to miss the one and only important ball to put in the frame. And like I said before, shouldn't he win? Those are some of the moments he will look back with regret rather than pride. That how did I blow the opportunity away? The closer he comes to DOGCITY, the more pressure mounts upon DOGCITY, the more likely it is that Ishmael will be winning consecutive frames. But now, that kind of miss can always be a confidence booster instead for your opponent. And both players always play with offense, but for DOGCITY it's even more. Very seldom does he play safeties unless it is absolutely necessary. As long as there is an opportunity to play with offense, he will always go for the frame. Even the frame, a frame looking as in quotes bad as the yellows, he sees a way of finishing it with his current piece of the table, wanting to put yellow to the side pocket with backspin. See how backwards the cue ball is moving. Pretty perfect for the yellow. That is the would be bad of the two. Wants to put it to the corner pocket upright with backspin, but cue ball has to bounce off the right cushion just to be in space. Doesn't even have to spin it backwards, and he misses. That corner pocket upright has been a problem pocket for both of these players almost throughout the course. of the race. How would the cue ball be for Ish? Probably good enough for Dog City. Recovery is finding a way to pot the yellow at the corner pocket of left. It is perhaps potable. Has white ball bouncing off to cushions. 1, 2, moving close to the last yellow on the table. But so close, but so fortunate at the end of the day. His intention was to put that yellow to the corner pocket bottom right. He's instead taking it to the bottom left, sorry, but with pretty much the same exact end result. He's stealing the frame away from Ish, who came so close to winning, but when he missed the block, he realized he was not close enough, and Dog City now extends his lead. It is Rashid Wagaba 10 in double figures for the first time, and Ishmael Mteto 7. It is the Ugandan now breaking frame number 18 and scratches. The way Ishmael jumped off the table after the scratch by Dog City is reminiscent of what is going on in the minds of these players. Like, he has missed. Let me take him away. The biggest lead that Dog City has enjoyed, because he has been leading most especially almost throughout the match, has been a lead of 4. He's now on a lead of 3. We'll need Ishmael to ponder to misuse this chance if he's to regain a 4-frame lead. Otherwise, highly likely the lead is going to be cut to 2. As for efficient, Ish will be playing the will be bad of the 7 yellows on the table and puts it. Remember, this leaves the table open. I'm even not so certain whether he's going for the yellows or the reds. I want to think it should be the yellows because of the pile up of 3 reds just around the area where there is the cue ball. Those ones could create a problem while he's going for the clearance, but looks like he wants to go for them anyway. The table, he does know, is open. He does close the table-ish. I'm not so certain he's played the cue ball well enough. The red that is leftwards of the 5 is portable to the side pocket on the left. Given the position of the cue ball, also the red that is closest to the cue ball can be cut sharp into the corner pocket top right. That one wouldn't guarantee him white for either of the remaining reds on the table. He made it a little bit difficult for himself, Ishmael, by choosing to play the reds, which I think was a suspect decision. The yellows, just look at them in comparison to the reds, definitely positioned a little better. He will only be justified for this decision if he makes the clearance and wins the frame, and wins it now. He will want the cue ball to move towards the top end of the table. How good will it be? I think it is good enough. Not just good, very good, because it supports the red, which is now towards the corner pocket top left where Dog City has his 2 yellows. Cue ball now remains natural for the other 2 reds, portable to the side pocket on the left. If he manipulates that well, he's perhaps on the verge of winning this frame by a reverse dish, following a scratch by his opponent on the break. Just play with a little power, too much precision, bounce the cue ball a little off the cushion, and there it returns in perfect space. Could choose to put both of them to the same side pocket. Could choose to draw the cue ball backwards. could choose top spin, cue ball falling one red a little bit, the other red portable to the corner pocket top left. It is top right, sorry. All he needs is to port and maintain sight of the black. A backspin will do off the left cushion, back in perfect space. The rest is a formality. Ishmael 8 and DOGCITY 10.
Somewhere.
Another chance presents itself to Ishmael. Even bigger this time round. It's just that for some of the time he has been getting opportunities like this, but hasn't for the course of the match utilized them well enough to his advantage. By the way, the scoreboard wasn't flipped for those that are watching on both Facebook and YouTube. And the score for Ishmael is now 8-7. At least we have the benefit of you that are way over 1,000 witnessing not just the shots but also the running scores. Ishmael will perhaps be playing backspin but with left motion on the cue ball. He's seemingly gaining his confidence. He's playing to his relative best. Last time round that he played black in the same exact pocket, he missed it relatively unexpectedly. This time he seems to have done his homework. He aims and shoots and puts. Ish 9 and DOGCITY 10. Finally, Ishmael takes good care of the scoreboard and flips it twice, and rightly so, in his favor. If DOGCITY doesn't win this frame, it will be halftime with scores now level, as he has been for the first time outplayed for the last 25 minutes, himself losing 4 frames in a row. For the very first time in the match, they were actually 3. And the fourth could see him facing an equalizing frame for the very first time actually since before the start of the match. That was the last time when the scores were level, and that was before it started when it was 0-0. And the dog in the city is playing the Reds. He needs to gain back the confidence. He needs to win a frame in a way that plays Ishmael out of confidence. And to make it worse for Ishmael, DOGCITY's friend and international teammate Ibra is now walking around the arena as if showing off that should you win, I am ready for revenge. Ishmael Mtetwa versus Ibrahim Sejemba coming up right after the match between Ishmael and Dog City. Irrespective of the result, he will want Ishmael to win this match, not only to become $2,000 richer, but also for it to act as a confidence booster before taking on an opponent that makes it even harder. That is Ibra. Now Dog City will want to play backspin, perhaps the cue ball into the reds or the yellow closest to the two reds. He plays the cue ball off the cushion. The intention was into the reds. He may have gotten himself snookered at least partially. He seems to have little sight of one of the reds, the one that is leftwards of the two. He as well could have himself snookered. We'll want to make a second observation. I don't think he can put the red close to the cue ball anywhere. He may want to play it maybe into one of the yellows, maybe into the black, plate of the black into the corner pocket bottom left, but that is quite difficult. May simply want to play some kind of bank with defense in mind. That one will go down as a relative effective shot for the fact that he has made it a little difficult for Ishmael to pot a ball, and it he has set his own red in the same shot. 9 frames to 10, it is the Ugandan Dog City leading, but now leading only narrowly. Ishmael responds by playing defense, hiding the cue ball just behind the red. Dog City is snookered totally. Off the red cushion, cue ball into a red. At least he doesn't foul. He has been oozing with both confidence and quality in the last 15 minutes, Ishmael, and there is a chance, a likely chance, that he could be equalizing in the race in his current visit of the table. He raises up his hand a little bit, maybe recognizing he needed not just genius, but also luck in the shot he just executed. Of course, the yellow closest to the cue ball is portable to the corner pocket top left. Cue ball being drawn rightwards, like that, and now pass the yellow close to the white, in between two reds to the center pocket on the left, with the little top spin. Should be winning the frame and winning it pretty now. That would be the difficult ball on the table for him to play and pot, and has made light work of it. The South African is in business here. He may have lost yesterday, he may have lost in Kenya 2 years ago, he may have lost against the same player in Zambia again 2 years ago. This time round, he seems to mean business. He's a little disappointed in himself, but there is a clear way for him to recover. The white is so close to the yellow. He's not happy, raising his head in disbelief, but I want to believe that yellow is portable to the corner pocket bottom right of the screen. Just that cue ball is not natural for the last yellow. That is, if he's to pot, and he knows that should he miss the opportunity, then Dog City will not hesitate to take the reds away. He pots, bounces the cue ball off one of the yellows and off one of the cushions, and there we are. Still portable again. To the corner pocket is the yellow, the same corner pocket he has just spotted the previous. The cue ball naturally is played into the black, so the shot will have to be played with a little power to avoid excess movement of the black, to put it with ease, with the black having little distance from the white. I think he's played with a little too much power. The choice of recovery is winning the frame by banking black to the side pocket on the left, and it's in. Celebrates bigly. The celebration of the equalizing frame hits the table, fists it in joy as Ishmael celebrates his equalizing frame for the very first time, like I said before, since the match started. The only time the score was level was when the match had not yet started, when the score was 0-0. As I speak, it is half time. Half of the frames played. Ishmael Mteto 10 and Rashid Wagaba 10.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.